And up next, we bring you updates from both the houses of Indian Parliament. Well, they were adjourned with minimal business conducted amidst chaotic scenes. Chaos erupted in the Rajya Sabha as the government and opposition locked horns over a no-trust motion against Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar. The uproar began as soon as the House convened, with Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju launching a scathing attack on the opposition. He praised the Vice President, calling him a farmer's son who has upheld the dignity of the House. The uproar forced an adjournment of the House until noon. When the House resumed, Union Minister J.P. Nadda continued the attack, urging condemnation of the opposition's motion. The proceedings descended into further chaos, with the opposition and Treasury benches trading accusations over the no-trust motion and the Soros issue. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankhar adjourned the House for the day. During question hour in the Lok Sabha, IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav said that the government is open to bringing new law to regulate AI, but a lot of consensus on it is required. He said the Modi government believes in democratizing technology, which was not the case during the Congress rule. Vaishnav, who is also the Railways Minister, replying to another question, informed the House that India has undertaken the world's largest railway redevelopment project.
Honorable Prime Minister has really focused on transformation of Indian Railways, and part of that, one of the major programs that we have taken up is redevelopment of 1,300 railway stations. And at this point of time, Honorable Speaker, sir, this is the world's largest railway station redevelopment program, and nowhere in the world has anybody taken up the redevelopment of such a large number of stations in a network which is continuously operating.
After the question hour, the House took up Zero Hour, in which Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi raised the law and order situation in Manipur. Responding to it, Union Minister Piyush Goyal accused the Congress of being responsible for the internal disturbances in the country. Minister Goyal raised the issue of alleged links of Congress leaders with the US-based George Soros Foundation, questioning their intention. The presiding officer tried to bring the House in order, but in vain. Later, the House was adjourned till 2 p.m. Okay, DD India's Anil Thomas joins us for more on the parliamentary proceedings. Anil, what has happened in the Lok Sabha that proceedings were conducted smoothly in the question hour?
Well, that's exactly been the big positive if one takes a look at how the parliament proceedings have been on day 13 in parliament. The Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha have been totally opposites, or two sides of a coin if one say how business has been transacted. In Lok Sabha, the speaker had called both the leader of the opposition as well as and tried to sort things out. And just before the post-lunch, pre-lunch session, Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition, did come out and say that he met the speaker, and with regards to certain portions of what Lok Sabha MP Nishikant Dubey made need to be expunged, and the speaker had promised him things would be done. I think the opposition was in a clear mood to let business transact, and that's exactly what's not happened in the Rajya Sabha, and that's where you see the two sides operating just like two sides of the coin. In the Lok Sabha, you have the Railway Amendment Bill that was introduced on December 4th. Over 4 days of deliberations, the bill has been, there's no transaction of business that's happened since Monday. But I think, great headway being made, especially in Lok Sabha. And I think Lok Sabha can set the tempo and maybe show directions for the Rajya Sabha on how to function, maybe tomorrow.
And if you could tell us a bit more about why there is no headway in the upper house of parliament as far as proceedings are concerned.
Well, between the Treasury benches and the opposition benches, it's almost been a logjam. There is no headway that can be made for the simple reason, whatever has been tried. After the no confidence motion was moved against the chairman, that's the chairman of Rajya Sabha, Jagdeep Dhankhar, things have gone from bad to worse. We expected, at least the opposition was expecting, or outside parliament, they did say that maybe they didn't expect the chairman to be on the chair after a no confidence motion was moved, but since they saw the chairman on the chair there, the ruckus was almost expected and anticipated, because that's what the parliamentarians did indicate outside Parliament that if they could keep the chairman away since a no confidence motion is in place, they would be open to the idea of letting Parliament function. Since that also didn't take place, and though when it reconvened at 12 noon, Rajya Sabha did have the deputy chairman on the chair, but things don't seem to be making any kind of headway. It's argument versus counter argument. You see the George Soros, the US hedge fund tycoon, being time and again being brought into the deliberations, the Adani issue being raised by the oppositions. So not much of headway expected. I think the chairman has tried time and again to get both the opposition as well as the treasury benches to come and discuss in his chamber, but not much of hope that you see.
Yeah,
we've got a discussion, especially on the Constitution coming up on Friday and Saturday. We'll have to wait and watch if some kind of headway or some kind of peace is brokered, so that we could see that discussion taking place smoothly.
Okay.
And that discussion is very important not only for the Parliament but also for people watching the Parliament proceedings.
Yeah, thank you very much. Anil Thomas reporting from Indian Parliament.